Hey everybody, we're going to do a hip changeover, which is going to set us. So we're going to do a hip changeover drill, and then learning some of the intricacies of heist to get out of being locked up when you're standing on your feet. So using your hips and being able to use your hips to switch them is really important, and it's a very powerful tool in your toolbox. So let's get to it. All right. So we're going to get in a good stance, right? We're on bottom, nice and relaxed. Most of my weight is on my legs. Elbows in, head up, ready to go. All right. We're just going to work on that hip exchange first. And I like to teach the hip exchange before I teach the switch because there are some specific things that I want to focus on when I'm doing this hip exchange. And one of them is to get turn exactly 180 degrees, basically. So I'm here, I'm going to shift my weight to my left knee and right hand. So I'm going to shift my weight to the side. When I do that, that left knee is going to come up, right? When that left knee comes up, it's going to then pivot out. This is all hip muscle, abductor there. I don't know what, I'm not sure what the muscle are, but that's all hip right there, all hip muscle. I'm just going to bring that leg up, okay? I lift that leg up. That's step one. Lift the leg, right? I shift the weight, lift the leg, right? My right foot is now going to slide right in that space, okay? Weight on this hand, weight on this toe, leg's going to slide through here. So I'm here, here. All my weight is off the ground. See, I'm not touching the ground here. My butt's up off the ground. All right. This hand is free. It's going to go palm up here. And the side here for now. Okay. So this is what I'm just doing right here. All my weight's on this arm pretty much and on my feet. Okay. I go right back down. And that's just all I'm going to do for a few times. I'm going to do this probably like 20, 30, like you can do this a lot of times. It doesn't take much energy just to go from here to here, okay? But really get used to that motion of turning 180 degrees. My feet, this left foot stays exactly where it was before, right? So I'm here, I shift my weight, leg up, right? That knee up, my foot slides through. Hand up, palm up, elbow in, off the body, and I bring it right back. Right? Just get used to that motion. Switching those hips. Using those hips to get around. Right? Now, after I do that a few times, right, and I'm making sure that everybody in my room, when they lift that leg and turn, that they're facing the opposite direction that they were when they started. Okay? Make sure everybody's facing the wrong direction, or the opposite direction. It's very important, okay? Especially when we're hitting those switches. All right. So the second part of this hip exchange is leg up, foot through, hand up. Now I'm going to take this hand. I'm going to post it on the mat. This hand's going to come off, and as this hand comes off, my left leg is sliding under, right? That's the second part of the exchange. Here. Right. So I'll slide that under, and I'll switch my hips. And I'll bring this arm up. Right back to starting position. So then you can start working that drill on that hip exchange where you lift the leg, slide through, hand down, slide back through. Back into position. Right? Knee up, slide through, hand down, slide the other leg through. Back into stance. Alright? That's my hip exchange. Now this leads right into my switch. And there are a few things that I have to do a little bit differently to hit my switch. And again, remember you have to imagine that you're your opponent on top. I'm going to turn this light on just a little bit, turn it up a little bit. There we go. That's better, right? I just thought it was a little bit dark. I need a real studio or something up here. Alright, so going into that switch. When I start my switch, I start with that hip exchange just to get people to figure out that you want to make sure that you clear this arm. And I mean clear it as in like it needs to get out of the way, because this guy's going to be, or this wrestler on top is going to be actually chopping the arm. And actually, sorry, this arm. We're going to clear this arm. They're looking to chop in tight waist here. I'm going to clear that arm. Okay? So the first step in the switch is just going like this. Here to here. I reach across. The further I can get across, the better, right? Because if I leave that arm there, they're going to chop. I'm going to be here. I can't switch from here. So I need to get that arm across. Right? At the same time I get that arm across, that knee comes up. So I get that arm across, weight goes on this knee comes up. Alright, so I start breaking it down to steps like this. And I'll have my wrestlers practice it. Alright, let's practice this. Boom. Boom. Get quick at it, right? Now I'm going to look into it at the same time. I'm going to look back. As I do that, I reach across, clear the arm, get that knee up. Now this hand is going to come out, and that hand is going to go into the crotch. Alright? At the same time that hand's going in the crotch, this leg's shooting through. Boom. Now I'm on my butt, my hand's in the crotch. Alright? Clear the arm, knee up, hand in the crotch, get that leg through. From here, I'm scooting, create some separation, and I'll have a lot of weight on this. The arm will be under here. I'll put a lot of weight on that. I'll get my hips up. Right, I won't be on my elbow. I'll be up in the air. And I'm going to kick that leg through and get behind. Right? So it'll look something like this. Boom, boom. Right? That's just like our hip exchange, except I'm adding the things that are important to this. Clearing that arm. Super important. I can't emphasize that enough. I can't tell you how many of my wrestlers don't clear the arm. They think, oh, I'll clear the arm, and they just kind of go here. That's not clearing the arm. Right? Boom. Way across. In the crotch. Scoot. Get through. When I come back on top, I like to attack the far ankle. Go far ankle tight waist, ready for a breakdown. Don't wait. Alright? So, work on those hip exchanges. Make sure that you're going 180 degrees when you hit that hip exchange. And then when you come back to that hip exchange, you should be facing the same direction that you originally started in. And the same thing with the switch. Okay? You should be going 180 degrees when you hit that switch. And then you scoot away a little bit. That hand's in the crotch. You come up on top. I'm going for that far ankle. Maybe far ankle, far knee even, or far ankle tight waist. Going right for a breakdown. Alright? I hope you enjoyed that. Make sure you like, subscribe, mash that like button, share it with everybody you know, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.